On Spotify, I have a playlist called Hello My 20s. It's a list of songs that I made imagining what my 20s is going to be like, songs with messages and ideas that I think I want to take with me during this time. I've never watched the K-drama I got this name from, I just like the sentiment of the phrase, like greeting your 20s favorably. The list of songs I have on the playlist are some of my favorite songs from K-pop that remind me of a coming-of-age film, 5 of them being IU songs, and the one that stands out from all of them is, of course, Lilac, the song I want to talk with you about today. Lilac's meaning lyrically is multidimensional, representing IU as an individual and performer and her relationship with her fans while growing up in the industry. A lot of meanings can come from this song. There's a large aspect to its narrative that is deeply personal to IU as a person, yet it's also just plainly a song about growing up, IU saying goodbye to her 20s and hello to her 30s. But I think the overall message of a good goodbye is universal for any age bracket, and something that I feel very strongly about. As a kind of side tangent, but still related to this topic, I feel kind of weird or odd about the videos I see across YouTube, the how not to waste your teenage years, or I wasted my 20s, here's how not to, and so on. At this stage in my life right now, I don't believe in the concept of wasted time. I'm of the opinion, or I guess my understanding about this is, if you reach a milestone in your life and one of the first things you do is regret what you did before, I feel like you're not in a good place to reflect on your life to begin with. Despite saying that, and despite having that perspective, it's something that I personally struggle with a lot. Most people do, right? I'm not special in that regard. I still constantly feel like I'm running out of time, I'm making the wrong decisions in terms of my future. I compare myself to other people my age and how well they've managed to establish themselves in life, and so on. Lilac's lyrical significance to me tackles these ideas in the form of the mentioned good goodbye. Being able to reach any kind of milestone in your life, whether it be of age or some kind of meaningful accomplishment, being able to turn around at the path you took to get to that point and fully appreciate how you got there is ideal, saying a good goodbye to the person you were previously without any regrets. This is what Lilac means to me. It's universally about looking back favorably on every moment that got you to where you are today and not regretting or resenting anything, but appreciating it all very neutrally. Not appreciation in the way that you appreciate someone who has done a favor for you, but the way we have to appreciate that the sun will rise every morning. We appreciate it because we know it has to happen. That's the kind of neutral appreciation that I think is desirable when considering everything you've done in life and everything that has happened to you. You appreciate it because it happened and nothing can be done to change the past. The virtue presented with the message and symbolism of the lilac flower is to be able to appreciate even the worst moments of your life for how potentially transformative they were in shaping you as a person. It's being able to sit down with the version of yourself who went through those hard times, appreciating them if for nothing else but getting through it. That's immensely easier said than done, but I think that is the ideal, the message and symbolism of the lilac flower as it represents the memories of youth or time past. The lyrics in this song dwell on the idea that IU is going to have to say goodbye to the chapter of her life that she's closing out. The lilac physically represents that time period she needs to move on from in order to continue growing. In the bridge, IU notably asks if the lilac, or if the memories of her youth, will remember her. It's a short, introspective 2 lines that is not expanded upon. The rest of the bridge brings us another simile that leads us into the final chorus. IU remarks on the look of the flower, its petals forming a canopy in the final moment she spends with it. The need to say goodbye causes her to cry, but she also recognizes how glorious this moment is. The narrator of the song appreciates the moments that got her to where she is today. She cries from having to say goodbye and starting over again, but looks forward to the future all the same. This moment is glorious, nevertheless, over the privilege she feels in being able to say goodbye. The strength to appreciate everything that got her to that point and close out a period of her life completely on good terms. That takes a lot of resolve. It's not easy to be able to sit down with yourself in the lowest moments of your life, to be able to smile and appreciate that person for who they were at the time and what they were able to do, but that seems to be one of the many lessons of the lilac flower. The moment you say goodbye to this chapter in your life, the petals form a beautiful canopy over you, but of course, those petals will very soon wilt. Regardless of whether or not you can come to celebrate the period of your life without regret, the memories are going to wither or fade away anyways. The passage of time, the changing of people and minds is inevitable, and maybe that is incentive enough to try and end everything on good terms to strengthen your resolve in the present and for the future. That's kind of my personal philosophy of life right now. Despite how often I compare myself to other people or wish I would have done something differently or had the money to do something else, I still aim to appreciate every moment in my life. I appreciate myself, not in a weird egotistical way, but just for the fact that I'm doing the best that I can right now, even if the best is nowhere near ideal, I'm doing what I'm capable of, and I appreciate myself and the things I've done in that regard. Obviously, I still want to be better and do greater things, but I don't put my current self down in the moment to reach for those ideals. I celebrate what I've done and who I am right now on the way to my goals and ambitions. That's the message I pull from Lilac and the reason why it's on my coming of age Hello My 20s playlist. There's a lot of meaning and feeling to be pulled from this song. It's very sad, lyrically and vocally, but uplifting in terms of instrumentation. I think this song is perfectly crafted around the message it presents, both for IU as an individual, her experiences with fame, and also for what this song can mean for those who listen to it. This is kind of where my mind is when I'm listening to Lilac personally. Thank you for watching this. If you did, let me know what you think about Lilac. Does it have a kind of similar or different significance or meaning to you? Yeah, I think that's all. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.